Hello, I'm Amy. I just want to tell you before I live in a world, 40 years, I live in a world I thought I knew lots of truths. But since I start to use YouTube, I have seen lots of things that I never heard, I never knew before about China, about our government, about the world. My emotions are very complicated when I know. But I still want to say the word is a wonderful word, and I will always love the land where I was born, I was raised, and I am still living China. As an ordinary Chinese person, like I said, I already lived here for over 40 years. So I kind of understand our news principle. In China, we always report the good things, only the good things, not the bad things. And we have another saying, don't tell others your shit. So I understand why lots of things I don't know before. And I knew our news, which is not always the truth. So it's a good thing to know the truth. But my emotions are very complicated. So today I just want to talk about if I've been interviewed, I've been asked as an ordinary Chinese person, what do you think is the most serious social problems? So in my opinion, no country, no government, no society is perfect. Everyone agree with this, right? So the current social problem in China, in my opinion, is the crisis of trust between or among the ordinary people. Like before I mentioned in one of my videos, nowadays the people dare not to help a stranger who just fell down on the road because they are worried they will get blackmailed. Because this kind of thing happened, so the people start to not believe the strangers. And not long ago, March 15th, in China, that day was the Consumer Protection Day. And every year, they have lots of products quality problem being exposed. This year, same, but seems most serious problem being found. Or maybe they already exist before, we just don't know. But it's a good thing we can expose the problem, so we can see the problem, we can face and we can solve it. Let me give you some examples. This year, the poor quality issues are really worrying people. First, the frozen food, like the frozen peeled shrimp. The problem is some businessman who lack of moral bottom line, they put chemical in it. So the shrimp can be kept fresh and can be put on weight. so they can sell a good price, they can get more profit. So the journalist exposed this problem, and they had lots of videos showed after unfrozen, they only have 30% shrimp meat you can eat. The other 70% are just water with chemicals. That is scary, right? Because you really don't know what you eat. The second one is more serious, I think. Some businessmen, they use poor quality cotton, and even the used napkin to remake women's sanitary napkin and the baby diapers. This is really disgusting. And the third one, lots of children's products like the stationery and the plastic toy, rope skipping, basketball, sports shoes are really poor and low qualities. They do harm to the kids. As a mom, as a woman, I really don't want to see this kind of thing happen. It really worries and scares me. And this kind of daily life thing, we shouldn't need to worry that much, because we work hard, we earn money, and then we go to get what we need. But nowadays, seems you have to put lots of effort on identifying and selecting the daily things you need. This is not a good feeling, I can tell you. And the third one is not new. It has been exposed several years ago, but seems not lots of people really see it or care it. So this year it been mentioned again. Some tank truck, they deliver the gasoline, and then they just continued to deliver the soybean oil for cooking without cleaning. Tank truck, you cannot really clean up. You have to use the special ones to just deliver the gasoline or just deliver the oil for cooking. Maybe you cannot believe, but this did happen, and I'm sure it's still happening in some place. Except this poor quality products issue, there has a crisis of trust among the parents and the teachers. Nowadays, lots of parents, they don't believe the teachers and the school teach the kids knowledge enough, so they have to send their kids to the after-school training school. So lots of Chinese kids are really tired every day. They get up 7 o'clock, study from 8 o'clock on the morning to the 11 o'clock on the evening. The studying time is much longer than a working man. And this issue also happens between the ordinary people and the doctors and the hospital. Lots of people, they don't believe the doctors, and they always thought some doctors give them unnecessary medicines and testing so the doctors can get some extra money, kind of like commission. So maybe you can understand that's why I said I think the most serious society problem is the crisis of trust among the ordinary people. The businessmen, the teachers, the doctors, and the government people, and the ordinary people like me. Seems we lost trust to each other. Me and my friends and my relatives, my families, when we are together, we mentioned and talk about this. And most people can realize this is a problem. So as an ordinary people, what can we do? Sometimes when you think about it, you do feel helpless. But the good news is nowadays, even the ordinary people can have a voice, can have the right to expose the problems on internet. They do care the problems, and more people realized this can give the whole society, like the businessman, the government, pressure to let them realize ordinary people are not stupid. More and more problems will be solved or improved. And at last, I want to say, as an ordinary person, since today I complained lots about the problems in our society, but it's kind of like I am complaining my diet, drinking too much, smoking too much. It doesn't matter what, I will always love the land I was born and I was raised, and I hope every problem teach us a lesson. We can learn something, we can improve. As an ordinary person, I only can have a good attitude to life, and sometimes I just need to forget about the elephant in the room so I can be happy. Okay, thanks for watching my random talking. Hope you have a good weekend. Bye bye.